Preparing a Sustainability Report, Part 4 of 5. Welcome. The Sustainability Report is an important tool to help an organization communicate effectively with its stakeholders. In this course, you will learn about sustainability reporting, Singapore Exchange's Sustainability Reporting Guide, and how to implement the guide in practice. The course starts with providing you an understanding of corporate sustainability. The course will then take you through a step-by-step approach from planning to developing a sustainability report. You may access the SGX's Sustainability Reporting Guide on the link provided on the screen for more details. There are 5 topics in this course which will take approximately 90 minutes to complete. You can access any of these topics in the Preparing a Sustainability Report playlist available on the SGX Group channel. Topic 4: Data Collection and Targets. Welcome to Topic 4: Data Collection and Targets. This topic describes the information required to develop a sustainability report and provides an overview of managing the data collection process. This topic also describes the objectives of setting targets for material environmental, social, and governance factors, including an example of a SMART target. Topic 4.1: Data Collection. SGX requires issuers to set out in their sustainability reports its policies, practices, and performance in relation to the material ESG factors identified, providing descriptive and quantitative information on each of the identified material ESG factors for the reporting period. In addition, all issuers must provide climate reporting on a comply or explain basis in their sustainability reports from the financial year commencing 2022. From financial year 2023, climate reporting will be mandatory for issuers in the financial, agriculture, food and forest products, and energy industries. The materials and buildings and transportation industries must do the same from financial year 2024. After identifying the material ESG factors, an issuer has to collect the relevant information for each of the identified material ESG factors for the reporting period. In addition, under the risk management pillar of the TCFD recommendations, an issuer should, among others, describe their processes for managing climate-related risks. In most cases, the issuer already has the information available. However, the issuer may need to collect more information or data to give a fuller picture of the business and report from the data it uses and monitors. Policies and practices assist an issuer in achieving its sustainability goals by providing guidance for the issuer and its employees to facilitate management and behavioral change. To be effective, sustainability policies and practices should be integrated into an issuer's daily business operations. Policies can cover a range of matters such as energy conservation, health and safety, and anti-corruption measures, while practices cover processes, systems, and controls that track and measure ESG performance, trends, and issues. Data collection is a process that is critical in sustainability reporting. A robust data collection is also critical. An approach that an organization can adopt to collect data can be summarized into 5 steps, namely: 1. Identify the data needed to fulfill disclosures. 2. Identify where to get the data. 3. Identify and develop the data collection method. 4. Collect the data. And, lastly, collate and review the data collected. An organization has to take into consideration the performance indicators, data owners and data sources, data collection systems in existence within the organization, and data review processes to obtain data that is accurate and of quality. Disclosing performance data shows that an organization is transparent and accountable, which is fundamental to building trust and confidence. The board must be able to rely on the data collection process. Sound business policy management provides framework and structure to manage and monitor the sustainability issues and performance. The data collected through the organization's data collection system should be reviewed and validated by the management. An internal review can be conducted to audit the data source and systems in place for further validation of the data. SGX requires the issuer's sustainability reporting process to be subject to internal review. The internal audit function conducts the internal review and may involve relevant functions, such as risk management, sustainability, or other specialist functions. In this regard, there can be an internal review conducted to audit the data source and systems in place for further validation of the data. Finally, the board can seek external assurance to have greater confidence in the data that will be disclosed to the public. Topic 4.2: Setting targets. Setting targets are important in driving the sustainability strategy and organizational behavior of an organization. It allows an organization to identify and lay out its short, medium, and long-term plans of achieving its sustainability strategy. Specifically, under the TCFD recommendations, an organization should disclose the metrics and targets used to assess and manage relevant climate-related risks and opportunities where such information is material. Setting targets also demonstrates an organization's accountability to its stakeholders by monitoring the progress to achieve the targets. When setting targets, an organization should also consider the longer-term impact of these targets on each material ESG factor and on the organization's performance and market position relative to its peers. Targets should be considered for defined short, medium, and long-term horizons, and if not consistent with those used for strategic planning and financial reporting, the reasons for the inconsistency should be disclosed. Long-term targets are aspirational in nature and are aligned with the organization's vision and mission, while shorter-term targets are designed to improve performance and achieve specific objectives. This slide shows how a hypothetical telecommunication company, Telco A, has set targets to drive its sustainability strategy in the short, medium, and long term. Telco A established SMART specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound targets for climate change and emissions. Setting SMART targets for climate change and emissions has helped Telco A monitor its progress and align with its sustainability strategy. Telco A measures its progress annually and discloses its performance in its sustainability report. Click on the letters to learn more about Telco A's SMART targets. Achievable. Telco A developed roadmaps and programs targeting energy reduction in key energy-intensive sectors of its operations such as network infrastructure, data centers, satellite earth stations, and office buildings, and selected a market-based mechanism to meet its targets. Measurable. Telco A set specific percentages of reduction for the carbon emissions for each of the sources it has identified. Achievable. Telco A developed roadmaps and programs targeting energy reduction in key energy-intensive sectors of its operations such as network infrastructure, data centers, satellite earth stations, and office buildings, and selected a market-based mechanism to meet its targets. Relevant. Telco A recognized climate change and emissions as a key priority of its sustainability strategy and identified that 55% of the group's carbon footprint was in its supply chain. Telco A adopted the Science Based Targets Initiative methodology to decarbonize its business. Time-bound. Telco A identified the years 2030 and 2050 to achieve the targets set to reduce its emissions intensity. It's time for a quick knowledge check. Which of the following options is or are part of SMART targets? You may pause the video now, jot down the answers, and when you are ready to continue, press play. The following are part of SMART targets: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Congratulations! You have completed Part 4 of 5 of the course on preparing a sustainability report. You may access the last module on developing a sustainability report from the playlist available on the SGX Group channel.